Hello, all my fellow hat enthusiasts. Welcome back to Journey Through Eorzea. As always, I am your host, Man with Hat, Tiberius Fox. We are hot on the tails of finding Gosetsu and an unnamed woman who nobody knows who it is, but we're going to figure it out. So, Yugiri and Alphinaud and I are all out there, plus Palico, but we don't talk about him because he's, hidden. So, let's get this rolling. Gosetsu's trail leads to the sea, and that is where Yugiri would go. I agree.
While doubts remain over the identity of Gosetsu's traveling companion, for now we can but follow the trail. Come, let us away to the pier and make ready to sail. With luck, Alphinaud will already have joined Master Soroban and Mistress Tataru there.
Are we going sailing? I'm in the trees. I'm in the trees. Alright. Let's go find out what's going on. Soroban! I like Soroban. Oh, we're cutscening. Let's cutscene. Excellent timing, my friends. Mistress Alphinaud arrived but moments ago.
All went well on my end. Kyoto met with an Imperial officer and wheeled his way to some new information. It seems troops who have recently arrived in Kugane came directly from Garlemald. The Imperial's base there have been kept in the dark. And that's not all. A contingent of the aforementioned troops are preparing for deployment to the Ruby Sea. If I didn't know better, I'd say they'd picked up the Gosetsu's trail. Then your information matches ours. We are quite certain that Gosetsu seeks to cross to the mainland.
After I haven't done this for like a day or two, it's always hard to first jump into the voices a little bit. But
I'm sorry, did I hear that right? You used Scion funds to buy Gosetsu's katana? At the asking price? Aye, well, we were in some haste, and it seemed a worthwhile gesture. Speaking of which, here is the contract of sale. Pray see that the man is paid.
oh, she's gonna be livid.
False beard, you agreed to this? Give me strength. Well, it's not like a search can wait. You'd best be on your way. But Alphinaud, we need to talk. I want you to come straight to the offices as soon as you get back. Promise me. Oh, very well. I shall call upon you as soon as I return.
He has no idea what he's in for. First, let us go to the Ruby Palace. If Gosetsu has already set sail, then the sentries there must sure to have seen him. How's he supposed to get around with, man, I might even be remembering this a little bit. The locals don't take well to seeing Yatsuyu. Even if she doesn't remember, they don't know. Oh, what do you know? We got a gold spot. Let's go. Oh, is this when he dives into the water? That might be when he dives in the water. I thought he did it earlier on, but maybe it's now. Because we left him behind initially, so...
Tataru seemed rather vexed, did she not? Even the melodramatist. I am sure our finances can stretch to a single sword. Remind me to explain the value of such gestures when we next see her. Ah, but I digress. We have work to do.
I don't know what we're doing, but we're fighting, that's for sure. Yeah, this is it. This is the moment I really remember. I was thinking, it's a comedy moment, but...
Right. I suggest we begin by learning what we can from the sentries.
Some shenanigans about. And when isn't there, though? Those are some interesting helmets they have. It's like a cross between 3 different styles of helmet.
What's going on out there?
Travelers, are you? You may wish to postpone your plans. The Garleans have launched an attack on the Confederacy.
That's a bold
We
plan.
have no reason to believe they'll turn their attention here, but for your own safety, I suggest you return to Kugane.
This man doesn't know my game. I welcome trouble at all times. Oh, they got a fancy airship. They've got robots on their robot ship. I kind of like that. Just like drop mix off from like 50 feet up.
The
Like,
Garleans bear no love for the Confederacy. But with Doma lost to them, why would they attack?
Unless Yotsuyu is on that island.
Even if she isn't, our allies are under attack and they need our help.
We will help them while you remain with Soroban. Arguing will only delay us. Is that clear?
Fine, but you haven't heard the last of this.
Soroban, we may need to make a swift exit. See that the boat is ready to sail at a moment's notice.
It shall be done.
Man, I love Sorbonne. He's just a cool turtle man.
What, and you're going to swim there, are you?
Yeah.
Tis the quickest way, and you may rest assured I've been practicing.
I was waiting for that moment. I thought that happened way earlier in the campaign when we first... But apparently not. So... That was cool. I like that. Anytime my character does anything besides just stand there and nod, I'm always into it. Alright, let's fight dudes.
And open your defense is lacking. Leave this to me.
Oh yeah, I want to take out this guy. I have lightning bolts. Oh, somebody trying to hit us with a giant... Oh, I didn't even see that guy over there. Pro tip, don't ignore the giant robot murdering your whole team. Alright, let's hit the giant robot man. I'm not moving. Yeah. All right. It's time to sweep the casters. We don't abide casters on this in this group. I didn't realize that guy was a caster. Otherwise, I would just try him. We're prejudiced against casters. That's what we're doing. Because they always sit back and hit everything while everyone else attacks in front. Look at all the guys. We're just absolutely mogging this guy. I add that to my vocabulary now. Here for the old man, yes? He's at the top. You better hurry. You tell him. I can sprint. You get... What? You're just like... She's like, I'm gonna do my hand signs, and then just disappears. I'm like, don't get me wrong. That's not a thing a ninja wouldn't do, but like, it just happened so abruptly. Oh, she's having a bad day. It's like all I wanted to do was eat. All she wanted to do is eat food.
We're here to rescue you. Please come with us. Stay back, Tsuyu.
Oh, Gosetsu's still injured.
Are you all right?
Is he all right?
Gosetsu!
And I have a white carbuncle. I love how it just pops up.
Damn
Just like,
it.
hey,
We took too long. Change of plan. Eliminate hostiles.
oh, that's a bold plan.
Forces, attack!
Dog, I have fought people way stronger than you. If you knew that I beat Xenos after everyone knows how strong Xenos is, and he fused with a dragon, and we still beat him, it's like, I don't know. I don't know if I would do that, you know what I mean? Alright, caster goes first. We've already established this. Poison all these dudes. And then do fireball jutsus. Here, let's hit him with some of these. Oh, we're absolutely wrecking this dude. Alright, go ahead, I'll let you guys do that for a second. I'll take care of this. I mean, he's a little beefy, but not beefy enough, unfortunately. Ah, man, there's just like a little bit of lag today. So when I'm doing my jutsu techniques or whatever, it's just not cooperating. Like I punch the button and nothing happens. Oh no, it's more dudes. He needs reinforcements. You're gonna need a bigger boat, dude. Oh my gosh, crossfire hurricane over here. Dude, I walked away from that one a little bit early. So they're still trying to bring Brosif here down. That guy's charging up for his limit, like, spirit bomb or something. I don't know what he's doing. There we go. Oh gosh, he's gonna blow up. He's gonna blow up. Everybody kill this guy. I don't know how bad that is. Oh man, I should have paid attention to that. We live? All right, we're okay. We're okay. I thought maybe that might have been like a fail state. I was like, no. The dual ninjas. 3 ninjas knuckle up. Escape from Skull Mountain. I like how no matter where anyone is, I understand for gameplay reasons, but I do think it's slightly comical that even if you are in the middle of like doing stuff, you are always like the ultimate, I don't know, you are the ultimate threat is what I'm saying. You always have maximum enmity. Yeah, there's just like a touch of lag where like my thing was taking lag. The art of your forebears, what are you doing? Take form, go forth. Oh, another dude. Is this guy really the problem? Are we gonna do a super jutsu for that? I'm pushing the wrong buttons. Just gonna end this whole fight as soon as it's ready, I know it. Wait, did she not do it? She did not do. Oh, she's doing the shadows. Alright, dude. You guys can calm right down, alright? Like, there's a little bit too much going on here. Alright, I'm just gonna start doing this. I don't see a better plan. You people in your AoEs, good grief. Could be. Oh, we gotta do something good? We gotta do something strong? Alright, he did a limit. He did an LB. By golly. Messing up so many jutsus, it's unreal. I keep punching like button, 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 and then it's like it didn't go, and then I'm like, oh, and then it's like, oh, expired, you get a rabbit. I'm like, okay. Dude needs to chill out on the beach and just eat a snack.
Gosetsu, thank the heavens.
Yugiri, my friends, the Kami were kind to guide your steps this way.
It's over. The Imperials are retreating. I suppose we have you to thank for that.
It's kind of my usual cred, you know what I mean?
But they would never have come here were it not for her. I had a bad feeling the moment your samurai friend arrived with that woman in tow.
Do not be afraid, Suyu. These people are my friends.
Friends.
They're scowling an awful lot. Even me, I'm even scowling. We don't look very friendly, man.
Forgive me, but at the risk of souring the mood, I believe you owe us an explanation. You may start by telling us what happened at Doma Castle.
Why are we being so accusatory? Like, I understand. Like, clearly he didn't die in the explosion and he got washed out or whatever. Like, clearly something happened. But being like all mean about it, I don't know. I feel like this is an aggressive stance we don't need to take with it. Like, if Tansui, the dude from the thing, they got attacked, I get it. But why are we being accusatory? Why is Alphinaud being so like gruff about this? It just seems a bit unnecessary.
Of course. I'll not begrudge you that. As you know, we were trapped inside the keep when it collapsed. But even as the roof crumbled above us, so too did the floor below. We were swept out into the One River, where we would surely have drowned had a stout wooden door not chanced to float by, offering us a raft of sorts. Exhausted, we drifted out to sea, at the mercy of the tides, which saw fit to dispense us on a desert island.
She was with you the entire time.
Aye. 'Twas her kimono which saved her from Hien's blade, believe it or not. Some Garlean witchcraft in the weave. But it offered precious little protection against the fall. Though she survived, she awoke bereft of all her memories, and speaking like a child.
A trick, surely.
She
That
wants
was
to
my
stab
first
her, dude.
eye. And I contemplated cutting her down and being done with it. Contemplated it long and hard. Yet the Kami saw fit to deliver us from certain death. 'Twas their will that we survive, both of us, together. And together we shall go before our master. He shall be the one to judge.
Judge what?
She's your prisoner, old man. Do with her as you will. Call her Tsuyu, or whatever else tickles your fancy.
'Twas a name given out of necessity whilst on the road. Nothing more.
As you say.
Like I said, I'll give Tansui a pass. They just got attacked because of her being there, so I can understand him being a bit bitter, but like the rest of them, it's like I get that she's bad, but like she doesn't remember being bad. I mean, she's not even the same person, basically.
But remember this. Our people suffered much at that woman's hands. When the time comes, I trust you won't let emotion blind you to what needs to be done.
You have my word.
Well, I must be going. I have an unholy mess to clean up. You should be on your way too, before the Imperials decide to take another tilt. Oh, and we'll overlook the tithe this once. You're welcome.
Okay. That is an interesting moral quandary, though. If someone does horrible atrocities, but then forgets that, and they don't remember doing them, are they even really, it's like, are they even the same person, right? It's like, that's a very interesting quandary.
As Tansui says, we should move on. It would not do for Yotsuyu to be seen here. Now, if you know my sister, she will already be waiting with the boat at the nearby pier. Let us go and see if I'm right.
Yeah, Yugiri especially mad. But like, understandably so to a degree, right?
Gosetsu, thank the gods that you're safe. It was all that I could do to watch the battle from afar.
And it was all I could do to restrain her.
Can you blame me for worrying? Strong as Tiberius is, anything could happen in the chaos. But enough about me. We need to talk about her.
No, I guess some petty girl man. I realized she was definitely a villain. It's just like kind of funny.
Greetings? They told me you lost your memory, and that's fine. But I want you to know something. I won't be taking my eyes off you. Not for a moment. These people are strange. Are they sure they're your friends?
I am. They may have behaved strangely, but I trust them with my life. You have naught to fear.
All right, if you say so. Right. 'Tis past time we set sail. I, for one, would not keep Lord Hien waiting without due cause.
Aye, and the longer we tarry, the more we risk inviting trouble. Lest you forget, the Red Kojin bear no love for Yatsu either. I shall deliver you to familiar shores near Isari, but out of the village's sight. It's time to boat. Here is where we must part ways, my friends. I pray the remainder of your journey passes uneventfully. Tiberius, when you are not otherwise occupied, I would speak to you about my next business venture. This man is a businessman. It promises to be extremely lucrative, and I do not say so lightly. After the prodigious sum spent acquiring a certain sword, it would present a fine opportunity to refill the Scion's coffers and restore the smile to Mistress Tataru's face. That might be good for Alphinaud.
Oh, come along now. Tataru was overreacting. How much could a single katana possibly cost? Far more than you think, plainly. A blade like Gosetsu's is worth a fortune, enough to buy a house and furnish it, which you would know had you bothered to check the price. What? I had no idea. This business venture of Soroban's. You will give it a fair hearing, I trust. He has been good to us, after all. As for me, I think I shall look into drawing upon my personal funds.
Everyone's being so rough on Alphinaud. But he's dumb. I didn't realize he didn't even look at the price. That's a little... We can do it. I said I'd buy it, but no, you didn't want to do it. Then again, I don't know, unless they're saying it's like millions a gil. I don't know. Let's see.
We must meet with Lord Hien as soon as possible, though mayhap not at the Enclave. I will send word requesting that he receive us at the House of the Fierce, where there are fewer prying eyes. If all are in agreement, I shall scout ahead and see that the way is clear. Pray follow as swiftly as you are able and join me at the outskirts of Namai.
Yeah. I always liked this arc of the story. It's a little more muddy, but like I don't mind like a good story that's like, you know, oh, the good guy, bad guy, that's totally fine. That's why World War II was so compelling for a lot of people, right? You had good guy, bad guy pretty much, right? I also don't mind stories that are a little more nuanced, but I like stories that occasionally make you think a little bit. I'm not trying to do anything crazy. I'm not. Sometimes they get. There's all right. I'll put it this way. I'm kind of fumbling over myself. There is a line in which a story that is intended to make you think gets too complex and wordy. I don't know how else to put it. But it insists upon itself, right? Like it's trying too hard, and I think that this is a good balance, which is a thing I enjoy.
All is well?
You only went like 20 feet.
Good. The others are hiding nearby. Let us proceed quietly, if you please.
Okay. Need to do some crazy magic to make herself look less bad. All right. Ian's usually pretty level-headed. Let's see how he handles it. I don't remember how he handles it.
My lord Hien, I am returned.
Save your tears for the morrow. For we who yet walk the path should not think too much on the destination. When the hour arrives, we shall welcome what comes with open arms. And welcome it you did, even as the keep fell down around us. At that moment, in your smile, I spied a shred of hope. One which I have clung to ever since. Gosetsu, full glad am I to see you alive and well.
We have played this scene before, have we not? Though this time our roles are reversed.
That they are. Meaning you know how I feel. Wholly at a loss for words. Welcome back, old friend. Now then, though we rejoice at your return, it seems you have brought with you certain complications. Rise, my friend. Tell me everything.
See, this is what I'm talking about, right? That's the way I would handle it, right? Like, someone shows up who sucks, you don't understand the situation, but you trust your friend enough to know, okay, something obviously happened, right? Would you care to tell me what happened that has put the situation in this unique set of circumstances, right? That's the thing. Their bond is such that, like, Hien and Gosetsu have such a good bond that they know that the other wouldn't do something without thinking or without good reason. And so I like that. Whereas when I don't like that they made me scowl, but like whatever, they made me scowl. But like us and Yugiri and all them, they're all just like mad about it immediately. It's like, whereas you see he on the contrast, he's like, all right, tell me everything. And I love that.
The Empire is bold indeed to send a token force to engage the Confederacy.
As acting viceroy, Yotsuyu would have been privy to Imperial secrets. The Garleans will not soon give up the chase.
Nay, it will end with her capture, or her death.
Are you a friend, too?
She claims to have lost her memory, though I know not if she speaks true. I brought her here that you might decide her fate.
Imagine the way that would feel that you were persecuted by this woman who just tried to kill you and everyone else you know, and then she comes back and then she's just like oh hey, are we friends? Like complete space cadet doesn't know. That reaction on his face was perfect too.
Lost her memory, you say? Regardless, the people have not forgotten. Her face yet haunts their dreams. She cannot roam free. We will hold her here for a time. Place her in Jufia's care, with the express instruction that she is not to be seen.
Yes, my lord. Come.
No, I don't want to. Don't let her take me away!
Poor Yugiri.
It's all right, Suyu. I will come with you. Be a good girl and listen to Yugiri.
From a hound at his throat to a puppy at his heel.
That's a way to put it.
If this is an act, it is a remarkable performance.
Thank you for delivering Gosetsu back to us in one piece. We are lucky indeed to have friends who would journey to the other side of the world to help us, and repeatedly at that. We have much and more to think upon, but as regards of the Empire, we can but watch and wait. Now, that seeing you have come all this way, you must allow me to show you around the Enclave. I would not have you thinking we've been idle in your absence. The rebuilding effort proceeds apace, I'm pleased to say, and we are now ready to welcome home our countrymen who were displaced by the war. Should they desire it, there is a place here for those who fled to Eorzea.
We shall be delighted to accept your invitation, Lord Hien, and I have no doubt that your subjects at Revenant's Toll will be heartened to hear that their lord has not forgotten them. Hmm? Oh, it's nothing. I thought the Gosetsu and Yugiri would be back by now.
What do you know? There they are right there.
Forgive me, my lord, but Captain Ijifuya is nowhere to be found.
Oh? He was here when I arrived. For now, we have taken Yatsuyu to a private chamber to assign another watch over her, my lord. But I find it passing strange that the captain should leave his post with nary a word.
That does seem most unusual. If you mean to look for the man, we will be happy to assist you. We should be glad for the help. While I search without, mayhap you could ask our soldiers here if they know anything.
I will join you.
With respect, my lord, you should remain here. Should the Empire move against us, you will be better able to coordinate our response.
Huh. And there I was thinking I was in charge. But you have the right of it. Go off then. I will mind the house. Let's split up, gang. Doop doop doo. Haname.
You seek the captain? He passed a little while ago. I wondered if I should tell someone as it happens. He did not look well, you see. I asked if all was the matter, and he told me the past had caught up with him. But I doubt that was that. There are older men in our ranks.
I love that guy's name is Subaru. I think of cars every time. That's okay. Captain Jifuya. He was headed to the northern entrance when I saw him last. I was going to invite him to the train with us, but he did not hear me call out to him. If you need him, I dare say the sentry on duty will be able to tell you more. Indeed, I suggested as much to Mistress Alize when she came asking earlier. Is something amiss? Yeah, dude missing. What do you think I'm asking? Liberation Front sentry. Aye, the captain went outside a few bells ago. Bells? Is that how they say minutes? And looking quite unwell, I am sorry to say. This was mentioned to Lord Gosetsu, who straightway struck out after him. I hope they will be all right.
Gosetsu too? It seems everyone is bent on joining the search.
Yes, cheese. Sorry, it's cat time. What do you need? Yes, I know. Go on. Just don't mess the mouse up. Come on.
You go on, Tiberius. Alphinaud and I shall behold the fort.
I think I skipped dialogue there. My bad. The cat's demanding my attention. What? Alright. Where was I? I completely lost my entire, train of thought. Here, let's take a whale. That'll be fine. Can I just go up? I sure can. Let's go this way. Are you watching the game? Okay. Yeah, my cat, I know I've said this before, but she just, when she wants attention, she just, demands it. There's just no, she'll get dejected and then start doing things to, get my attention, like jumping up, knocking stuff over. I'm hoping I can placate her, but I'm not sure about that. Speech, where is this person? Oh, just around the corner. Okay. Didn't he see her or something like that, and gave him PTSD or something like that? I forget.
Ah, by the Kami, your Lord Hien, leave me, I beg of you. Say nothing of this. I was never here.
You're the captain? What is wrong with you? You're in charge, man.
There you are.
Lady Yugiri, Lord Gosetsu, forgive me my abrupt disappearance.
You have your reasons, I am sure. Will you not share them?
I was her master when she was yet a courtesan.
By the Kami.
She worked in my establishment.
Am I to understand that when she was an escort of sorts, he was the person who ran the establishment in which she worked? That's brutal.
Her father was a regular client of mine. One day, quite without preamble, he offered to sell her to me. Yeah, she may be no maiden, he said, but she has some use left in her. He sold her short. When I first beheld her, I was struck by her beauty. And yet, behind her eyes there was an emptiness. It was as if she had given up on life. She seemed more a doll than a woman. It was no profession for her. But I knew she would be popular. And so it proved. Men flocked to drown themselves in that cold, bottomless gaze.
And you're a freedom fighter, and you were running dirty, is what you're saying. And you saw a person who was probably not in the best position, and you proceeded to make it even worse. Great. Good job. 10 out of 10, buddy.
The rest you know. She became an Imperial informant, and for her loyal service won the office of acting Viceroy.
Well, you came to serve the Liberation Front.
'Tis said that the atrocities Yotsuyu committed were driven by vengeance. If so, I bear part of the blame for creating the monster she became.
You ain't wrong, dude. I mean, at least
Your fight
loosely.
was meant to be my atonement.
I can see what you're saying. You're trying to make up for what you did wrong.
The truth is, I am a coward, whose only thought was to escape her wrath. Then as now.
You know, as a Christian man especially, like, I can totally endorse forgiveness. You are not just the amalgamation of the things you've done. And if you want to turn your life around and change, I mean, I think more people should be willing to do that. And so I can see it. Like, he's not wrong. He's admitted what his guilt and what he's done. But, like, instead of throwing the book at him, it's like at the same time you got to be like, all right, I feel you. All right. He's trying to do the right thing by helping people and doing the right thing, what he thinks is the right thing.
That you'll be assigned to a new post. I trust you have no objections, Yugiri?
None. It would not do to leave Yotsuyu in his care.
I am in your debt.
Who is it that you seek to protect, Gosetsu? Idle musings. Pray, pay me no mind.
I think a lot of the people like Yugiri have gotten too wrapped up in the war for too long, and they don't see, like, the compassion side of things anymore.
Forgive me, now is not the time for brooding. Come, let us rejoin the others.
Alright. I'm a bird. I just flew out, and now I'm flying back in. Can I just go this way? By golly, I can. That's the way down the giant hole. That somehow is, you know, an effective means of doing that. Who is this? A Soul L? What is it? Level 74 Gunblaker, and he's got like giant ear things. Neat. Wing ear things. Thank you for your help in the search. Gosetsu has told me all that transpired. I would not presume to defend the life Jifuya led before he joined the front, nor will I condemn it. Frankly, it's not my place to judge. I will say only this. The Jifuya I know has ever been a man of courage. That he should be feel-driven to flee bespeaks the depth of his terror. Even now, Yotsuyu casts a shadow over the realm. But the question is, what to be done with her must wait. The Empire is on the move once more. Yeah, I like this storyline is really good. I like this a lot. I might honestly find this more compelling than the original, like, 2.0, or sorry, 2.0. The original Stormblood expansion story. It's a little more compelling. While you were out searching for Jifuya, we received word from our shinobi allies. An Imperial airship has been sighted over Doman soil. Our visitor's objectives remain unclear. It may be another attempt to recover Yatsu, or a prelude to invasion. Either way, the craft reportedly advances at speed, and appears bound for Castrum Fulminus. I mean to go there and ascertain their intent. If we ride out in force, it will only end one way, so we shall keep our numbers at a minimum. Yugiri, Tiberius, can I count on you? We do be ninjas, so not a big deal.
Yes, my lord.
Alphinaud and I would fain play our part as well. We will not stand idly by while common foe threatens the lands our friends and allies. And we will be glad for the help. You are acquainted with Hakurul, I believe. Then I bid you seek him out and assist to maintain the order in the Enclave. When the people see an Imperial airship, they are liable to panic. It would have you reassure them, and should it come to it, aid in their execution. Or evacuation, sorry, execution. Different word. Very well, we shall depart at once. Do take care. What of me, my lord? The Empire may be after Yatsuyu, but they do not remain here and guard her until my return. As you wish. Pray stay close to Tiberius and Yugiri. Well, well, guard duty and not a breath of protest. Now I have seen it all. To Castrum Fulminus, then. Let us find out what the Empire's game is. I'm trying to think. I'm kind of like remembering bits and pieces here, but nothing like concrete. Oh, Santa Junipero! Level 100 samurai! With little thigh-tied stockings and a little smoke kimono thing. Alright. Let's go this way. Wait, oh. That's not a door. No one saw that. Can I go this way? I mean, yeah, I'll go out. My submersible motorcycle. Motorcycles, people think they're for riding, but in certain cases, maybe flying, or in this case, a submersible. I'm not saying that all mounts being able to fly is a bad thing, but it is kind of silly when you see the motorcycle flying through the air. I'm just saying, it's a little silly. Like a touch. I kind of expect a wolf running on the air or whatever, because it's like a magic wolf or whatever, but something about a magic motorcycle that flies is a little weird. Even flying car is not that weird, especially because it unfolds and everything. If it's unfolded or something, I might believe it, but it's just a little weird when it's just like, oh yeah. At least it's got the dope tunes. Yeah, so the last 2 episodes, I actually realized the recording audio was way off because I've been using my headset to play Destiny with friends. And when I've been doing that, I cut my recording volume, the volume sensitivity, by half. And so I boosted the volume, and I've adjusted the volume back and even a little more tweaked so that the background audio is not so loud. We'll see how it sounds, but if I have to tweak it again, we will. The area is secure. Whatever our visitors' purpose, they plainly believe they can achieve it alone. The craft is coming to view at any moment. Let us wait and let's await them inside the castrum. Let's indeed. It's got smoke coming off it or something? That's weird. It's a little strange, unusual.
A smoke signal? Thoughts, Yugiri?
In former times, such signals were used to announce the coming of an emissary of peace. In Doma, at least. But could that truly be their intent?
Oh wait, is this where that what was his name? Asahi or whatever? That really jerk off young kid who kind of plays a part throughout a lot of the game. Is this when he shows up?
Who can say?
I hate that guy. He's just obnoxious and terrible.
Whatever they want, we cannot simply blast them out of the sky. Not when they were so gracious as to honor one of our cherished traditions. I would not have it said that we Dormans want for propriety.
Then I shall go and reconnoiter.
Nay, that won't be necessary. We will meet them openly. I would welcome this student of Dorman history in person, whomsoever he or she may be.
It certainly couldn't be a ploy. I think is interesting is Endwalker kind of showed like some Garleans are all brainwashed or whatever. They've all believed like the propaganda, so to speak. But the thing that's interesting is like all Garlean people that are like in leadership positions are just like the worst people. And like always with like subterfuge and like some sort of shenanigans. So, you know, I just think it's funny. It's like, oh yeah, I'm sure it won't be a problem.
As you wish, my lord. I shall arrange for a signal of our own to be fired in answer.
Why if it isn't a giant floating robot? It is him. Is that Maxwell or whatever?
Well, that we should be received by the Lord of Doma himself.
I but afford an emissary of peace the courtesy he is due. Welcome to Doma, my lord.
Ah, where are my manners? I am Asahi Sus Brutus, Ambassador Plenipotentiary of Garlemald.
Plenipotentiary? Man, they really do dig in the dictionary for some words in this game, dude. I'm just saying, I don't want it to be modern, like, millennial writing, but at the same time, sometimes you don't need to use a word when a more common word will do. You know what I mean? Or at least, maybe not as varied as it is. Like, I'll tell you this. If I was going to hear words like that, I would expect it out of, like, Urianger, because he kind of tends to talk, that's just his manner. But when it's just random people like this, it's like plenipotentiary. I don't even know what that is. Let's look that up. That's right. We have time for that. Let's see. Hang on. Plenipotentiary. Invested with full power or relating to a plenipotentiary agent. How can you use the word in the definition? Invested with full power. So, I am Sosbran, ambassador invested in full power of Garlemald. Okay, so he basically saying he comes with authority. I've read the Bible. I know what that means.
He is heir to the Naiuri clan and Yotsu's stepbrother.
Uh-oh,
It
Spaghetti.
seems I need not introduce myself. Not in the presence of the famed Yugiri Mistwalker. Your skills as a shinobi are known far and wide, my lady. It is true. The former acting viceroy is my sister. Yet, bonds of kinship aside, we have precious little in common. As will soon become plain, I come not to sow strife, but to end it.
Oh, that's right. I think it's a ploy. It's like, yeah, so we'll just you know, I'm her stepbrother, so I can just take her back with me and all her secrets, and we'll be totally fine, no big deal. And then it's like we have to deal with like, yeah, I don't think that's good.
I am of the Populares, a collective which represents the interests of the common man. Long have we labored to bring about reform to the Empire's provincial policy. Happily for us, our master acknowledges the need for change. Indeed, His Radiance, Emperor Varys Zos Galvus, personally sanctioned this mission, granting me the authority to speak with his voice. To negotiate peace with Doma.
Uh-huh. That look on his face, priceless. Like, yeah,
Well, we have much to discuss. Will you accompany me to my hall?
Gladly, my lord.
you know, the music kind of sets it up as obviously there's some subterfuge going on. Like, very like, man, am I just trusting? I don't know. The music is telling me that I should feel like I shouldn't trust them, so that's definitely the case. Alright, hold on just 1 minute. Okay, so what's the plan here? We shall escort our guests to cross the river to the Enclave. Yugiri, pray go on ahead of the Izuka Manor docks and see that the ferries are ready. I wouldn't be surprised if she's, like, not sure about that, like, leaving it all around. Oh no, I'm on a giant flying robot. Let's go into another giant flying robot. Yeah. Yeah, I was playing Destiny, and I prefer things you can get in the game that you have to earn through, like, actually, like, trying to do something challenging. And the game just gave me, like, they added, instead of, like, the little bikes that you ride, they have, like, the little speeder bikes. They added, like flying surfboard things. And the one I got looks like a shark, like a robot shark. And it's so teetering on the edge between being, like, lame and cringe and being kind of cool that I had to ask my friends. I was like, they haven't told me yet, but I was like, is this cool or is this lame? I can't figure it out. Unlike this robot is absolutely cool. And it transforms, see what I'm saying? Although I think that the repellers might try and damage my hat, and that's a big faux pas.
Lord Ian and I will accompany the Imperial delegation on the first ferry. When you are ready, speak with the boatman and join us on the other side.
Just the two of you, man? I don't know. Maximo, I can't remember. Isn't Maximo, doesn't he work? Isn't he like a cool guy later on? He's not cool right now, but like, you know, because he's working with Dude, but like, I can't remember if he's one of the ones that like perpetually becomes a problem or if he changes, so. Enclave, do you seek passage? I do. I wonder if it'll look like, because I restored the Domin Enclave, right? So the question is it going to look like I restored it, or is it going to look like, you know, all detrimented, right? All damaged and beat up? Because you can fix it. It looks, yeah, no, it looks like it's full, because this would all be empty if it were still jank, right? Yeah, everything's here. So the Domin Enclave is still intact. I imagine you get there like, yeah, man, what about the Domin Enclave? And it's like, yeah, no, it's fine. There you are, Tiberius. So first things first, what do you think of the Enclave? I must say I'm proud of what my countrymen have accomplished in time. Yeah, it's completely repaired. How about that? We even have an 8th right now, courtesy of Onishishu. Be sure and attune to it, would you? Once there's the Warrior Light seal approval, people may actually start using the thing. But on the other matter of the hand, the ambassador and his retinue are at my hall, taking the ease ahead of the negotiations. I want to be where the talking starts. I want you there when the talking starts, sorry. It will serve to send a message to the Empire that Eorzea and Doma stand united. I am not formally one to follow hollow posturing, but in the game of nations, such gestures carry weight. Oh, and should you feel uneasy about speaking for the Scions, Alphinaud and Yugiri will also be there. You need only eat, drink, and look imposing. Say you'll come. Of course I'll be there, Ian. You're a cool guy. I knew I could count on you. When you are ready, come and see and join me at my humble abode, the King Khan. The guardsmen will see you in. Alright. Oh, we got Ophelia Casino. A level 99 dancer. She's almost there. She's like almost 100. Alright. Kin guardsman. Yes, you may show me in. Alright, let's see your shenanigans. I know you're gonna pull it. I'm like 99% sure I know what's gonna happen. But still. Let's all just scowl at each other. Man, I can't even sit like that anymore.
On behalf of my delegation, I offer you my humblest thanks. Never did I imagine that I would meet the gallant and noble Lord of Doma himself, nor be welcomed into his magnificent hall.
Bro, when you lay it on that thick, it is so obvious that you're trying to be, like, condescending, but, like, you know, whatever.
You'll forgive me if we forgo the pleasantries. You say you are come to negotiate peace. Unless I am mistaken, such negotiations are typically conducted between sovereign nations. I was not aware that the Emperor had recognized Doma's sovereignty.
His Radiance has yet to do so, that much is true. Know, however, that he has expressed willingness to cede Doma to her ancestral masters and treat with her as a friend. Since the days of Emperor Solus, the Empire has aggressively expanded its territory. While you may not agree with our founding father's policy of expansion, I believe there is room for discussion on the matter of his lifelong goal, to rid the world of icons.
I always like that Garlemald has their own word for primals. Shows that they have a distinct culture.
Icons are a blight upon this star. They cannot be suffered to exist. This you know as well as we. In his wisdom, Emperor Varus wishes to explore the possibility of an alliance to combat this common threat. On the condition that Dorma renounces summoning and pledges to police the Korgians' practice of it, his radiance would extend the hand of friendship.
On the surface, that doesn't sound terrible.
Dorma has never shown any appetite for summoning, and it should go without saying that we will address any threat to our people, icon or otherwise. With regard to the Korjin, I must stress that they only resorted to summoning under extreme provocation. When the Ruby Sea was at peace and their sacred relics safe, they looked not to their kami for protection.
That and Susanoo was like the most chill of all the primals, just about next to like Ramu.
Yet even now there are certain parties who would destabilize the region with ill-conceived military forays. Unless they alter their course, we cannot hope to be rid of icons.
Oh, I like that subtle, like, oh yeah, it's just certain people. Can't imagine who you'd be saying.
Quite. I can but apologize.
Because there was just an assault.
Seeking to eliminate icons, the Empire creates them. 'Tis an irony among ironies, one with which the people of Eorzea are well acquainted, I am told.
Indeed. Many summonings are the result of persecution, the weak being driven to call upon the divine for deliverance from the strong. So it was in Alamigo, the bitter fruit of Garlean oppression.
A tragic state of affairs. If we are to put an end to summoning once and for all, it shall not be through might, but harmony. Yet we continue to repeat our mistakes, oblivious to the lessons of history. My comrades and I would change all that. We, Populares, have campaigned long and hard for a shift in imperial policy. And at last, the Emperor has seen fit to lend us an ear. Alas, there is a faction within Garlemald that would obstruct our every attempt at reform. A collection of pure-blooded Garleans who seek to consolidate their own supremacy. The Optimates. Lest you wonder, theirs was the hand that loosed our forces on the Confederacy. 'Twas a regrettable incident, one that flies in the face of everything we believe. And I swear to do all in my power to prevent a reoccurrence.
Man, this guy's laying it on thick.
Welcome. But if I may speak plain, if the Empire itself is not of one mind, how can we be certain that any peace we negotiate will be honored?
I cannot blame you for doubting us. Indeed, I should find it strange if you did not. And so, in the name of building trust, I would like to make a proposal. A prisoner exchange.
There it is, boys. There it is.
Under Garlean rule, no few Dormans were conscripted into the Imperial Army. We would repatriate them in return for those of ours you captured in the recent conflict. Naturally, any exchange would include the acting viceroy.
Eorzea? What makes you think we have her?
Forgive me, my lord. Was it not your wish to speak plain? Let us not play games. I desire only to work to our mutual benefit. The Optimates tried and failed to take my sister by force. I would succeed by peaceable means, thereby strengthening my party's hand. 'Twould be a lie to say I would not also be glad of my sister's safe return.
Uh-huh.
A fellow plain speaker. How refreshing. Very well. Your proposal has merit, but I will need time to consider it.
Of course, my lord. May we remain in Doma until you have come to a decision?
You shall be our honored guests.
I love how he's speaking,
Yugiri,
but his face
I
says an
leave the
entirely different
ambassador
story.
and his retinue in your care. See that they are well looked after.
I will say one thing. Final Fantasy XIV also does a great job of conveying emotion through facial expressions. They're not some, $20 billion game where everything has like, ray traced, facial scan, body, whatever to show everything. It's just, I wouldn't be surprised if they're all hand animated, honestly. They probably are. What am I even asking? Probably they are. And I just think they do an exceptional job. Just the way that he looks at things and when he talks conveys everything, what he's thinking versus what he's saying and how they differ.
You have our gratitude, Lord Hien. We shall look forward to your answer.
Alright. Ian, let's talk about it. Well, that was unexpected.
You can say that again. I don't know quite what to make of it all. But on the surface, a prisoner exchange does seem a good way to begin. The question is, can they be trusted?
They had naught to gain by divulging the details of their internal divisions. As it stands, we have no reason to doubt them. I don't know if I go that far, Ian. But the ambassador's mention of Yatsu left me ill at ease. It made me his grand talk of peace seem uncannily like a lengthy preamble. Yep. You think this might all be a ruse to facilitate her retrieval? Perhaps. Though I cannot fathom why they would go to such lengths. Yatsu may have been acting viceroy, but she is not Garlean, nor even highborn. Her value must presumably lie in what she knows. Which brings us to our little matter of her memory loss. In her present condition, she may not be willing to yield any worthwhile intelligence, nor is she worth much of a bargaining piece. Alphinaud, you are well acquainted with the Empire's methods. I would have your thoughts on this matter.
My knowledge is at your disposal, Lord Hien. While the ambassador's proposal is appealing in principle, it would be remiss of us not to give it due scrutiny.
Indeed. Though it seems to me to have little choice but to accept regardless. With so many of our brothers and sisters languishing in imperial camps, I cannot well turn my back on the chance to secure their repatriation. Only the kami know when I will be able to afford it another. But ere we continue, shall we excuse these two? I fear the fellows will be bore them to tears.
I was just about to show myself out as it happens. Come down, Tiberius, let's leave Alphinaud and dispense with this copious knowledge.
Always throwing shade at Alphinaud.
Someone is still sore from being made to watch at the Sakazuki. Go on and keep Alize company. We are safe enough for now.
Alright. I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to speak with Alice. What exactly that entails, I don't know, but we're going to do it.
A chance to relax at last. I know when I'm out of my depth, Tiberius. Though no weapons are drawn, negotiation is no less a battle, and the stakes can be every bit as high. One misplaced word and people could die. It takes someone with a cool head, and I'll be the first to admit that that's not me. So we're left with the eternal question, what to do while they prattle on.
Oh, he's got a sword out in that picture, so I can't imagine it'll be anything good. Then again, it could be a ploy.
All right, for the want of a better suggestion, what say you a brief tour of the newly deliberated Doma? I'd be interested to hear how the people are faring in their own words, and it was not as well we missed here, or will we? Tiberius, a moment if you would.
Oh.
Ah, Yugiri, and Asahi, was it? You have some business with Tiberius? Business? No. Pleasure, my lady. I merely wish to exchange a few words with the famed slayer of gods and champion of Eorzea. It is truly an honor. Such heartfelt admiration. One could almost forget that you're an envoy of the Empire. Oh, is that so strange? We may have stood on opposing sides in the past, but I see no contradiction in lauding the man who would do battle with our common enemy. And lest you forget, this is my homeland. It would be remiss of me not to at least thank him for containing the posed threat by the Kojin's vile icon. Now, if I may continue as we speak, Lord Hien deliberates over my proposal, and I would take this time to see the land I once called home. Though the Lady Yugiri is certain of my jovial escort, the excursion will be all the more enjoyable for your company, and safer besides. The ambassador has the right of it. He will not be like to come to harm with you at his side. Will you join us?
I'll do it. I want to do it, but it's like, I don't mind.
In that case, I will join you as well. There is naught else to do until Lord Hien has reached his decision, and I can think of no finer way to learn about the current state of Doma. It's settled then. The four of us will make a brief excursion out through Yangsha. Might we have started in the town of Monzen? I would like to see what has become of Doma Castle. Very well, if you will follow me.
Alright. Let's go on. I love how we have to stop doing everything just to do things. Okay, hang on. Where are we going? Where is that? Alright, we'll go to the House of the Fierce, I guess. Just imagine you're sitting in, like, the House of the Fierce, and all of a sudden somebody just teleports a car into the middle of your entire area. Just a car pops up in your, like, basically the equivalent of, like, your living room. Or maybe, like, your flower beds outside. So normally I would complain about, like, or I would, like, kind of, like, regret doing a section like this. But I'm going to try and pay more attention to it this time and see if I can pull out, like, they're setting up something for later. Or if it is just chaff.
Nay, can this truly be Monzen, home of the cream of the Doma's samurai? I had heard the Yatsuyu intended to send some few of our automata here, but only by way of warning. It should not have come to this. Indeed, her savagery served only to incense the people and spur them to rise up and protest. It was a folly to think such methods of governance could ever prove effective. The sooner we can bring amends to the senseless destruction, the better. Securing supplies and support for the reconstruction effort should not prove difficult, once our nations have formally at peace, of course. Yes, of course. It would have been a better view of what remains of the castle. We must proceed through the ruins.
They're trying to set him up as, like, just as a thing. Like, I know what happens later, right? But I'm just saying, they're trying to set him up as, like, this, like, pragmatic guy who wants peace, and that, like, none of this, what you're doing is working. Like, what are we going to do about it, that whole thing? But I just find the dude cringy to begin with. Like, he's not convincing me of anything.
It is a travesty, a travesty. I remember the keep being so beautiful. In the light of the setting sun, one would swear it was aflame. It is indeed a doleful spectacle. Mayhap we will rebuild it one day, when we have finished helping our people to rebuild their lives. Spoken like a true popularis. There needs to be people must come. The needs of the people must come before first. I don't know. I just misread that entirely. You know, it's nothing like it. You know what I mean? Just reading everything's wrong all the time. I have a habit of reading faster than I skim without thinking about it, and that makes it hard to read. Speaking of whom, would it be opposed to my seeing how they live firsthand? The village of Namai is but a short journey from here, if I'm not mistaken. By river, yes. If you will follow me, I will ready our boat.
Guess I'll just get in my car. I'll fly us over there. Wouldn't take but a moment. Normally I would just run around this area, but they make it so big, it's like, why wouldn't I just fly over there? Why wouldn't I? Oh, gold light. Let's go.
Ready to cast off?
Yep, I sure am. Can't imagine what could possibly happen here. I just feel like this is gonna be a ploy. Like, oh, we just want to go see some stuff. It's not no big deal. It's like a false flag sort of thing. I don't know if it's true. It's just I'm getting that vibe.
Get back! I'm warning you!
Someone's in trouble.
Someone's in trouble. Asahi pretending to be like the nicest person. Oh, it's that guy. The Issei or whatever. The Red Kojin.
Are you all right?
Hi.
What do they want with you?
Yugiri, and you lot too.
We want your
No, we
pizza.
were returning from the Enclave when they came at us.
Yeah, this is like a ploy, dude. This is a false flag for sure. They had the Red Kojin go and attack, so it'd be...
It seems they won't go quietly.
Yeah. It's a ploy,
And
man.
neither will we.
Like, yeah, see, I'm willing to fight against the Red Kojin to help the townspeople. I don't buy this for a second. I know a false flag when I see one. The man with hat can see false flags. I tell you what. We don't get boomboozled in this way. Alright. Alright, I'm going for the caster guy. I know Asahi's already, like, dumpstering on him, but...
Away with you! It is nothing.
Oh, this is finally actually going the speed it's supposed to. Ah! I grow tired of these games. Where is our reinforcements? All this with 2 children? What do they even want with them? Yeah, for real. It's really interestingly and suspect. Alright, caster guy is down.
An opening.
Well, more dudes, bad guys coming. Oh man, they just absolutely trashed on that kid. I wasn't even noticing.
The art of my forebears.
Start dropping some AoEs, come on. If I was tanking, I would have thought about that more, but I'm not, and so I didn't. More casters, man. Alright, there we go. Hold your ground. I will try to draw away their reinforcements.
Taste my steel!
You don't even get to use your fancy attack. He's already dead. He's already dead. I'm making it look like he dealt the final blow. I dealt the final blow.
That seems to be the last of them. You have nothing to fear, child. You are safe now.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, we're playing the compassionate music. Don't make me smile. I am so...
You
It's not
saved
about
us
what I
again.
know. Saying this
Thank
guy's
you.
dirty.
If you're ever passing by our village, look us up. You'll always be welcome.
Dude, I know. That's alright. You know thing.
Thank goodness we arrived when we did.
Indeed. But what could have prompted the Red Kojin to stray so far from the Ruby Sea?
I presume these are the sellswords hired by Eorzea. If so, the answer is simple. Desperation. Bereft of Imperial employment, they seek other means to line their coin purses. Another sad legacy of the Empire's
Yeah,
mismanagement.
definitely not a false flag operation for sure. Not at all.
The Empire to which you have sworn allegiance.
Must you always be so pointed? If we are to bring about lasting change, we must look beyond narrow allegiances.
Uh-huh.
You have every right to doubt me, but in time, I hope you will come to see that we share a common goal.
The voice actor's really just like, he's not, if he's trying to sell it like he's actually being genuine, he's not doing a good job. If he's trying to be like ham-fisted, like over the top, so that you know, like, no, I would never lie, you know, that kind of thing, then
You
he's
and
nailing
yours
it.
have fought fiercely to change the Empire from without. But if we are to end the cycle of conflict, the Empire must change from within. Am I wrong?
Smile. Trying to make her feel guilty. Let's see. Not about that. True reform can only come from within. Yeah. True reform can only come from within.
I knew you would understand. You have witnessed such change firsthand, after all, during your time in Ishgard.
Oh, I happen to know a lot about you. Uh-huh. No big deal. Dear me, I had hoped to convey my views of the nation's shared hopes under more peaceable circumstances. Yet this regrettable little interlude did afford me a chance to see the famed hero of Eorzea in action, and a few Imperial soldiers can say that. At least few who live to tell the tale. Alright. Well, we're in good shape. We're hanging out with this guy who's definitely not evil. It's kind of like Ilbert all over again, in my opinion. You know what I mean? But a little more heavy-handed. Ilbert was better at hiding it, I think, than Asahi is. But you know, he also comes with more baggage because he's from the Empire, right? So, and anyway, with that, we'll cut it here, and we'll see you on the next one. So, till next time.